I've been testing parental control apps for the last few months, working with real families to see what solutions actually work in the real world. And today, I'm going to take you through everything that I've learned, starting with the app that has consistently impressed me the most. And then we can also talk about when you want to consider some of the alternatives that are out there. But first, I want to address those who are considering using Apple's screen time feature to handle everything that you need. I hate to break it to you, but it just doesn't cut it. I know it seems really easy and intuitive because it's already built in onto your child's phone, but in my testing, I have found that it's actually rather easy for kids to work around the screen time feature. And on top of that, it's purely restrictive. It doesn't alert you to any concerning content or conversations that your child might be having. It's really more of a timer and not the safety net that you want it to be. So let's dive in to talk about what actually works. After testing every major parental control app on the market, Bark stands out among the rest. And what makes Bark so special is its philosophy of non-intrusive monitoring. This is exactly why it's my go-to recommendation for most families out there. Rather than allowing parents to see the full list of all of the searches and sites that their kids have visited or every message that's gone in and out of their phone, Bark uses AI to analyze content within context across 30 different platforms and apps. Parents are only notified when their child comes across something concerning, and that could be cyberbullying or contact from a potential predator, signs of depression or self-harm, or references to drugs or violence. This approach is brilliant because it reduces conflict within your household. Your kids don't feel like you're constantly looking over their shoulder or going through their phone, but you are protected in the event something potentially dangerous happens. I have seen this work especially well, specifically with families with teenagers, because it strikes that crucial balance between trust and safety. Setting up Bark on an Apple device is a little bit more labor intensive than we would like it to be. You'll need to spend about 5 to 10 minutes configuring each app individually because of how Apple's privacy restrictions are set up. So this isn't Bark's fault. This is just an outgrowth of how iOS works with these third-party monitoring apps. The good news is that once it's set up, it works smoothly and quietly in the background. And if you have an Android device, setup typically goes much quicker. The dashboard is refreshingly simple. You're not assaulted with a bunch of charts and graphs and minute-by-minute updates of your child's online activity. Rather, you are presented with actionable alerts when they matter most. Bark also handles web filtering effectively, which allows you to block inappropriate sites so that your child can browse freely for school projects or appropriate entertainment. The screen time features are also pretty flexible as well. You can set schedules for when devices should be offline, like during homework hours or after bedtime, without being obsessive about the exact number of minutes of screen time each day. And one other feature that I really appreciate is the location check-in, which allows kids with a push of a button to send parents their exact location. This is especially helpful if plans ever happen to change or if they just need to let you know where they are quickly. So this combination of sophisticated content detection, flexible screen time tools, and a philosophy that helps to build trust rather than create an atmosphere of surveillance is exactly why, for families with preteens and teenagers, Bark receives my highest recommendation. In 2025, there are two main kinds of parental control apps. The first are built-in apps like Apple's Screen Time and Google's Family Link. Then there are third-party apps that go way beyond the basics. The built-in ones are nice because they are free and integrated into iOS and Android, but they're pretty limited. And the third-party apps, they come in all shapes and sizes. Some, they only monitor screen time, while others are full web security suites with a slew of other apps and features involved. If Bark feels a little too hands-off for your family, Qustodio is a solid alternative, especially if you have younger kids and want a little bit more control. It lets you see messages, browsing history, and a full activity report. Plus, you can set custom screen time limits and daily schedules. It also offers location features with real-time updates of their location, and you can be alerted when they enter or exit certain locations like home or school. It works on everything from Chromebooks to Kindles, though on iOS you will find some of the features are a bit more limited. One thing to keep in mind, Qustodio does not monitor emails. And additionally, unlike Bark, Qustodio does not flag inappropriate content and send you notifications about it. You have to review those reports and find that content for yourself. But if you like having a full picture of what your child is doing online, Qustodio is an excellent pick. On the flip side, if you just want to filter inappropriate content and manage screen time and you're not worried about keeping track of DMs and texts, then Aura is a great pick. It is super easy to set up, offers solid content filters, and even includes perks like giving extra screen time for good behavior. They have really good 24/7 customer support, and they offer a full suite bundle of additional security features for the whole family, like the identity theft protection and VPN, the password locker, and more. Probably it's the best option if you want to use the product long term or you have kids of different age levels in the house. Before you decide whatever app you decide, no parental control app is bulletproof. Kids will always find ways to work around things, and there are new workarounds popping up on YouTube and TikTok all the time. These apps are wonderful tools, but the real protection comes from continued open and honest communication with your kids about safety, privacy, and their digital habits. Also, it's worth checking what kind of data each app collects and how that app uses it, because yes, even safety apps have fine print that you should be aware of. At the end of the day, there's no perfect app, just the one that fits best with your family right now. So try a few. Most have free trials, and don't stress if it takes some trial and error in finding the right one. You're already doing a great job of navigating this scary digital world. Simply by looking into this right now, you're already ahead of the curve.